I've done quite a few preparations in the Mist of Pandaria pre-patch to be as ready as possible for this upcoming expansion, and those preparations I'll share with you in this guide. The first thing I've done is to complete the scenario Pharaoh's Fall. I've done this on my Alliance and Horde character, and it's quite easy to do. Once you complete the scenario, you will receive an item in your mailbox. As a Horde player, it's going to be a toy where you can summon an item that also does a mini explosion. As Alliance, you're receiving another item, a tabard with a unique use effect where you're summoning this banner. So make sure to do this as it's going to be a limited event. I've also been maxing out my professions on many of my different characters, as professions will be so important in the beginning of Mist of Pandaria, as you can craft yourself rare and epic items, new enchants and so on. But when I leveled up my professions, I also took advantage of a nice trick. Some of these are granting me additional skills upon creating the item, but as you can see, then right here I get my skill to 484. So why is this so important? Well, if I didn't use the trick, I would only get to 486 right here, instead I get to 87. And as we're leveling up our profession, we will need to provide more materials to continue leveling up, therefore it will also slowly be more expensive. So if you use a trick like this, the moment the item is about to turn yellow, you can also save yourself a lot of gold and level up your profession a bit easier. You would also like to level up your secondary professions, first aid, fishing, cooking, and of course archaeology. When we get into Mist of Pandaria, you can all of a sudden get level 85 rare items. These are bind on account, but the item level is equal to what we're also getting in Mist of Pandaria Heroics. And the moment you don't need these any longer, you could always send them to an alt character to increase their leveling speed. Talking about leveling, I've also leveled up many of my different characters. Some of these will for example be profession alts that I can use to make a lot of gold in the beginning of Mist of Pandaria. And these profession characters only need to reach level 80, as this is the required level to learn the new profession skills. Therefore, I've even been leveling up my old mage called Fake Yuri. Yeah, those of you who has been watching me for a long time probably remember this character. At least it used to farm more than 1000 Black Lotus. But this time around, this character is not just meant for gold making. No, I have a way bigger plan, but as of right now, it's currently not available in the game yet. You can of course take a guess and post this in a comment below the video, but I will also be posting this in a new video at some point. I also had a level 85 character boost, which I used on a monk. Yeah, as of right now I'm super busy with all these videos and guides, and therefore I didn't have time to level up this new class. But also because I had to spend time leveling up my different battle pets. It is gonna be important to do this, at least in my opinion, as you will eventually unlock many achievements, new pets, titles, yeah, even daily quests in Mist of Pandaria, which will help you in the end. As you're leveling up your pets, you can also sell these and make a bit of gold in the pre-patch and also in Mist of Pandaria. And while we are leveling up these in the pre-patch, you will also be getting different bags. In here there can be different things you can use to upgrade your pets and other things that will just help you level up these a bit quicker. By the way, a small trick. If your pet dies and you have a cooldown on your pet resurrection, then you can always log on to another character as it doesn't share the same cooldown. You would also like to prepare 25 completed quests. At the launch day we can hand these in and reach level 86 a bit quicker. I would highly recommend you to complete the quest from Wintergrasp, as these are granting you twice as much experience compared to a Mist of Pandaria quest. And this is also the same case with the Victory in Tolbarat. So all of these 5 you should definitely prepare, and you could combine this together with different daily quests, but those are sadly not rewarding you that much experience. In fact, only half the amount compared to Mist of Pandaria quest. For those of you who haven't done all the dungeon quests, prepare these, as those are rewarding you a lot better experience. What you could also do is to farm dungeons for justice points, at least if you don't already have 4000 justice points on your character. Justice points will be important in Mist of Pandaria, as these will carry on from the pre-patch, allowing you to also instantly purchase level 90 rare items. Sadly, honor farming has been nerfed in the pre-patch, but for those of you who plan to PvP in Mist of Pandaria, then I would recommend you to pre-farm 4000 honor. You would also like to finish your legendary items, as it will probably be more difficult to find people who would like to do Cataclysm raids in Mist of Pandaria. If you don't plan to raid any longer on your characters, then you could also swap your meta gems and gems into something improving your character's performance, so you're ready for when you have to level from 85 to 90. So go for less defense and focus more on crit, haste and mastery. With this in mind, you could also buy consumables to make your leveling journey more smooth, with quicker leveling and also being able to get through difficult areas. For those of you who will be solo leveling, also change your talents and glyphs into what will be the best for your current specialization. While you're at the auction house, you also want to buy glyphs for your other specializations. Basically because the moment you reach max level in Mist of Pandaria, you don't really want to spend time doing this, as there's so many things you will have to do at level 90. You could also start farming mounts, and I've discovered something amazing in the pre-patch. You no longer need a certain reputation or a key to do the Burning Crusade heroics. In other words, you can head into Zedek halls, slay this boss, loot it, and hopefully also get the mount that has the same appearance. And while you're farming these mounts, you will also be getting achievements, transmog items, and also reputation you can use to, for example, get yourself a new tabard or other useful rewards from those factions. You can also easily get reputation with the different Wrath of the Lich King factions by using Justice points in Dalaran City. At this Legacy Quartermaster, you can purchase items that grants reputation with those factions. For those of you who likes to farm transmog, you can also head into the new Scarlet dungeons, as those has been revamped with new bosses, mechanics, and of course new transmog items for you to collect. This is also the same case with Skolomans, so this is yet another thing you could also be doing with your spare time. You should also consider farming gold, as this will be important so you can purchase new rare and epic items in Mist of Pandaria, speed level your professions, and many other things, such as spending your gold on the black market to get yourself new mounts, tier 3 or other useful epic items. On my channel I've also a video where I'm explaining what I'm doing in the pre-patch to make my gold. Also make sure to clean your bags and bank so you have room for new items and materials you're finding in Pandaria. And don't forget to repair all your items so you're ready to continue leveling. Make sure to join a guild and farm guild reputation so you can get the cloak that takes you to Stormwind City as an alliance and Orgrimmar as a horde. There's even an epic version with a way shorter cooldown, but this item is so important so you can always go back to a city and that way also change your Hearthstone to the new questing hub. For those of you with even more leftover time and who has already done these things, then you could also farm different toys or buy these on the auction house to change your illusion. Also make sure to update all your add-ons at the launch day, else some of them won't be working when you're going to enjoy the new content. My last and also most important recommendation is to subscribe to my channel, because soon I will be publishing so many more useful guides before but also after the launch of Mist of Pandaria, and in my opinion you can't really afford to miss those. But yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching and have an amazing day. Peace.